Welcome back to our special feature. So today we'll be diving into a topic every parent wrestles with. How do we manage our children's screen time without becoming the fun police? And more importantly, how do we get them engaged in the real world, not just the digital world? To join the conversation, you can call us on 020-163-52013, 090-241-63440. You can also send us messages on X and YouTube. We'll be happy to share your thoughts. So screen time versus no screen time. I mean, especially this holiday, they are constantly glued. I mean, last night my daughter told me that, Mommy, please, when you're leaving, can you just charge my iPad? And I'm thinking, like, because I barred them from charging iPads while in my room. So she's reminding me, she's sleepy on my way to the car. Did you charge it? Because the charger is only in my room. And I'm thinking, girl, get away from here, please. So screen time is so important to these kids. And I just wonder, how do you manage it, especially when it comes to giving them something to snack on or to distract them from that screen time?
Yeah. Okay, so me, how I manage screen time, this is what I do. So I had to do a timetable, the daily timetable. So what we do is when we wake up in the morning, we do our chores, we do everything. He makes sure that they fix their bed, they eat their meals and all of that. And after that, there's a lesson teacher that comes, you go for your lessons because some of my kids complained about some of the subjects they were having difficulties in school. So we said, okay, let's get someone to help them through. So after that, that's when you give them, I'll now give them maybe like an hour or two to be on the screen. So most times maybe they can go on the screen to watch a movie, but unlike my son, we go on the screen to play his PlayStation, while my daughters, they go on the screen, of course, social media and all of that. And after that, just 2 hours, after that, then they go for games. Like he goes out to play ball, while the others go, like my daughter plays lawn tennis, some of them, sometimes they play table tennis. But there has to be a game that they have to, either outdoor games or indoor games. Indoor games, we do Monopoly. We can play Scrabble, they can play What Card and all of that. So those are the ways that we are able to reduce the screen time. And then in the evening, there's one maybe like before bed, maybe an hour or two, just for them just to, catch up on things and, with their friends online. So these are the things, the activities we put in place. Okay. And then sometimes we even do dance and then sometimes we actually go out. The last time I took them skating.
So a perfect mommy. You got it all covered.
Yeah, so
nice.
Because we have a timetable, so.
Okay, nice. I like that. Timetable makes sense. Mariam, how are you?
So, I've talked about our Sunday lunch in my house. It's become a ritual. It's something that I started last year, and now, everybody is in on that. And I find that on Sundays, everybody is just involved in making sure that happens, and there's really no time, and at that period there's no screen time. Sundays usually no screen days, and also it's an opportunity to bond as a family. So at first it was a bit, you find that some people didn't like the fact that they had to sit through and just be looking at each other, but now we all look forward to it. It's now an opportunity for us to ask each other questions, find out what you're dealing with. Many times our children don't really talk to us, but when they're around the table in a safe environment like that, because we're all gisting, then it's easier for them to open up and also ask us questions. And because we're in the ambience allows for it, you exchange ideas with them. You just even get to see your children better. You hear them speak. You understand that they are growing. So, and then there's the family game night, which is just games. My son is the game master. Make sure that games are curated that's once a month. So that also helps us take us away from the screen. So that's something that we do, and I find that it's very helpful in bonding. So meal times are great times for bonding, as well as just taking away from screen. Yeah.
Okay, so I visited your house when you traveled, and I made the mistake of coming with a big box of pizza. I met them; they were all busy getting food ready for it. Was a Sunday. I was shocked, and you were not around. Everybody was doing one thing or the other, getting the food ready. They offered me, but I refused to stay because she would catch me. I just dropped my pizza and walked up. So in my own family, we get to eat only dinner as a family because of my schedule. And it's a freestyle parenting. I hate screen time, but when I'm out of the house, what can we do? I come back and I see my room. If I take their gadgets, I come back and see my room upside down because somebody had been searching. Where did she hide it? If they can't find it when they come back, they're extremely upset. But guess where I hide it? That they don't find it.
Don't say it.
Bookshelf.
They will hear it now. You have to change the hiding place.
Because I'm going to. I deliberately put it between the books to see who would go to the bookshelf without me being there.
Sure they can read.
So if you are reading, you will find it.
always miss it there. And I just wonder the children. I love reading to them, so I still do every evening. I've been reading to them since RDJ taught me to practice reading, and so I still do it. And it's just something that helps us bond. Except and our solar, our family prayers, because we don't get to go to a mosque in my estate. We have to do our compulsory prayers together when we're at home. The Subi prayer and all of those things can help us take away from bonding. When I'm doing tafsir for them in the mornings, those are our bonding times. I see that screen times, some of these habits that like some emotions they can't guard anymore, they can't control, especially for my son, is because of what he sees on the kind of games that he watches. Right. My little boy Zaid, one of the things I thank God for because of his mom's history. She had paraparesis during his pregnancy. So I always feel he was a small baby because of that. We'll do everything to give him enough nutrition. And so Cerelac is a nice option. He loves it. And I'm grateful to God. That completes, the nutrients for me.
I was going to go back to because our kids are a bit older, but remember when they were younger?
I have a confession. When I was in university, I used to eat Cerelac. I will buy it, I hide it, and that would make sense. Because when the younger ones, like my younger ones came, they would make Cerelac and they would not give us. And you taste a bit of it and it's so nice. So when I became independent, I used my money and I bought Cerelac. I would eat it.
On the backlog. But going back to when our kids were younger, Cerelac was actually an option, so something where you give the kids, just because they had these really thick tablets back then. Right now they are small, they are thinner, but back then the tablets were thicker. Right? Like my daughter used to be so engrossed in it, and just to get her to focus on something else, we have to move that away and then have a nice bowl of Cerelac, and we just have that time to just get her blabbing away with different colors, talking. But you can see the fact that she loved it and she enjoyed it, and it was an affordable option for me. Cerelac was always an affordable option back then. So I think it's an opportunity for new mothers now who are also battling with this issue of screen time to use meal time as an opportunity to distract their kids.
So now, when Zaid was between 2 and 3, we were winning him, and we weaned him into various baby options before we found Cerelac, which was a Nigerian alternative. And I love the fact that he will go and, when he wants to eat, instead of telling you to take you to where it is and hold his plate, that is like, just make it. Once he's done with that, he's looking for his gadget again, but it's enough distraction, each time he goes to the place to make it.
So I think in the nutshell,
at this age now, even my son still takes Cerelac till date. And the funny thing about it, the good thing about Cerelac is that as at the time, I remember when I used to give my kids, normal cereals. The time when Cerelac came out, they came out with different flavors. They came out with, you see, wheat mixed with apple, and while the other cereals didn't have all that combination. So they had all that combination. Sometimes you have one with yogurt. And the kids really, really loved it. And I remember my son liking the wheat mixed with banana and nuts, almond nuts. Very nice. He really loved it. And he still takes it to
we have to wrap up, because I think I have to confess that I was also bought my own. I think how come I'm going to put us in the spot like this? But yes, I also did. As an adult, I bought. All right, that's all we can take on this special feature. When we come back, we'll move on to our next segment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.